I want to do a video about comparing a farm egg to a store-bought egg, and they're really different. So much so that it's kind of hard to eat store-bought eggs now because, well, hopefully you'll see some stuff inside this video. First of all, this is a farm egg. They come different colors. I don't know what controls the color of the egg. I don't know if it's a chicken or if it's just random. Of course, your store-bought eggs tend to always be white. Well, let me show you what a box looks like here. So here's a box of farm fresh eggs, and there are white ones and kind of in between color ones and then darker brown ones. This is 18 eggs, and I just buy them locally for $3. So the big first difference is obviously the color, but how hard the eggshell is. They're really hard on the farm fresh eggs. Sometimes it's hard to break them. I kind of got lucky and got it on the first try there. I should have probably let my pan heat up a little bit more. But notice how bright the yolk is. You'll see it more in comparison to the store-bought one. And usually this one went out a lot more than they usually do. They usually stay a little bit more consistent. I'm just got some olive oil. And I usually use vegetable oil because it's iron skillet. I like the way the iron skillet evenly heats up. Takes longer, but I usually cook it with a little bit slower heat. And anyhow, I'm using olive oil here because I ran out of my vegetable oil. So it does behave a little bit different. Both are fine. It's just kind of your preference. I put a little bit of salt, and there's a little bit of old seasoning in there and stuff from other cooking. Doesn't hurt at all. Got a little salt and pepper in there, and it makes taste a little bit better. Although these taste, in my opinion, better than store-bought ones just to begin with. I'll go ahead and cook this up, and take me a few minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done cooking. Okay, this one's almost done. Kind of looks like there's kind of 3 sections to the egg. I actually like the way the vegetable oil cooks the egg better than the olive oil. Olive oil kind of tastes better though. I don't know. It tastes different. Again, it's mostly because I was out of vegetable oil. You got kind of like this outer layer, which is probably more the clear part of the yolk or the egg, and then you have it's a little bit of thicker white area, and then a really bright orange yolk. I usually make my eggs over hard, so it's like really hard for me to not flip this. But I'll take it out of the pan here and try to do it sunny side up just so you can see the color better. And then after this, I'll take it out, cook a store-bought egg, and then compare the two in a dish. Okay, here comes the store-bought egg. In my opinion, when you cook, it seems like the first thing that you cook, if you're going to repetitively cook, usually doesn't come out as well as the second one. Like if you can really see it in pancakes. Usually your first pancake, it's almost like your sacrificial pancake, and then from then on out, you start getting really nice pancakes. And the more you cook it, the better the pancakes kind of turn out. I don't know why that is. I think it's just better stabilization of the pan. Probably you get excited and you actually probably cook too early, but that's just my experience. So I expect the first egg not even to cook as well as the second egg. So here's this one should cook better, I guess is my point, is because the pan's already gone through one egg. The first thing is this eggshell is like really weak. I could probably pop this in my hand, or this farm fresh egg I probably couldn't. I'm not going to do that, it'd make a big mess, but so it's really weird because the farm egg you have to hit kind of hard, and on the store-bought eggs you gotta readjust and hit really light. See if I can do it here. Oops. Yeah, see how light it broke. Actually, I like the consistency of this egg yolk a little bit better, but that may have been because of the temperature variation, what I was talking about before, where your first one doesn't cook as well as your second one. And that's most likely why that happened. Right off the bat, you'll notice the yolk looks a lot different. It's yellow, and then look how bright this one is compared to that one. And so this is actually cooking pretty nice. I should do another farm fresh egg to see if I bet you that if I did another one, it would come out nice like this. I really like the edging on that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and then cook this. Okay, here's the egg. Again, it's really hard for me to do it sunny side up because I usually don't make my eggs this way. The egg yolk is a little bit oranger than most store-bought ones. Most of them are more of a yellowish color. I think I'm gonna finish this one up. So I'll take it out of the pan, put it on the dish there, and then we can see the two side by side. Okay, I don't know how well this is gonna show up, but here's the two eggs. I left them sunny side up. Yolks are a little bit liquidy. In my opinion, a lot liquidy, but again, I like them over hard, so and I can see it. Hopefully it picks it up on the camera. This is pretty orange, and this is trying to be orange, more of a yellowish color. Actually, for a store-bought egg, the consistency came really good out on the side, and again, I think this one would have came out. I think they would have been reversed as far as the outer edge consistency if I would have cooked the store-bought first and the farm second. I think the looks would have been the opposite. But again, the biggie is the color of the yolk, and it's really weird how hard the farm fresh egg is compared to the store-bought one. And the whole thing reminds me of the whole DDT incident that happened in California with the bald eagles. And you can read up on that. It's all in the history books, and it's usually the EPA's champion cause for having an EPA and pesticides and how they can affect it. And it's kind of funny to where we'll eat this stuff, but we wouldn't let the eagles do that. And it seems like a rehash of the problems with the DDT. So I don't know what they're giving the chickens to make their eggs so thin. There's been big controversies that they give a healthy chicken all these antibiotics, even though that they're healthy, which causes them to start becoming less. The bacteria start building up resistance to the antibiotics because they're overused. If you go to a doctor and ask for antibiotics, a good doctor will not prescribe them to you unless he feels they're absolutely necessary, because every time you take antibiotics, your body doesn't react as well the next time you need it. So if you take them for silly things like, oh, you got a little sniffle and you get antibiotics, one day you'll come down with something serious and you won't get as good as a punch from the antibiotics as this person who didn't take any antibiotics, and then he gets seriously sick and they give it to him, he responds much better to it. So that's probably a big problem with our food chain, is we're just pumping our animals for steroids and antibiotics. And of course then we eat that product and it gets in our system, and then we wonder why we get diseases that we can't combat with regular antibiotics. In my opinion, that's probably why right there. But that's it. I'll talk to you later.